Hello, everybody. I miss y'all so much. But I'm going to tell y'all, even though we're not going to start the topic right now, but if you are a replay game, just remember I always start about 2 minutes before the live. But thanks for joining. Um, but yeah, this weekend was crazy. Okay, I'm going to just basically, I had to recuperate from this weekend. This weekend involved driving, going to my mother's house, procrastination, more procrastination. I didn't want to leave my mother's house. Yeah, I was so ready to, I wanted to go, like, oh, I want to go home like 20 minutes before I get to my mama's house. And then, like, I stayed, I cooked dinner. And of course, I went down to do my mother's hair. By the way, I hope she's watching. I want her to start going to a hairdresser. Like, I can't deal with my mother and her tenderness in her head. I can't deal with it at all. Hi, everybody that just joined in. I hope y'all having a good day. So, I went down there to do my mother's hair. She had a function that morning. So, I was like, yes. I said, well, we should go tonight. And then I was procrastinating. I took a nap with my son. Baby, I ain't do that in so long. Like, some Saturdays I can get away with taking naps with my son, but that was like the best nap. He was sleeping on one side of the room, I was sleeping on another. And baby, I know I went upstairs and lay down for like at 12. And I got a phone call from my dad saying, hey, you ready to go to the fish market? And I'm like, I wasn't really trying to go to the fish market, but I went and we had dinner at 9 o'clock, 20 o'clock, whatever time we had dinner. We had dinner. And we just had a good time. I just enjoyed just my mother's atmosphere. My dad, he was off that weekend. So it was just like I enjoyed the whole experience. And I was like, I'm gonna get on live and I'm gonna get and do my video. And I didn't do it. I didn't even touch my computer. That's how bad it was that weekend. I didn't even touch my computer. Like I didn't I didn't well I did go on YouTube because I wanted to find a new character, but it didn't work out. So it's past 2 minutes. I talk. So y'all came obviously for the thumbnail. I know it. My jazzy life. Girly, girly, girly. $59 for one steak. I'ma just jump into it, y'all. $59 for one steak. So I had to scroll through it because I don't know the ins and outs of YouTube. So I don't know how to put pictures on. I'm gonna have to play with it one day, but not today. Um, so I scrolled and I stopped the picture at the steak, and it was $59. A Wagyu. Okay. So that steak price was $39.99 a pound. Whew. Yes, I had to take a breather for her. You know, that's a Tony Hawk. Tony Hawk for one Tony Hawk at Sam's Club is that price. And I think Tony Hawk's is a little bit bigger pounds than the YU. Or was it? Was it? I forgot that steak. It just went in my. It just came out of my tongue, and now it's not coming back. I'm sorry. So I'm sitting there. I'm like, really, lady, you don't have no shame in your game. Absolutely no shame. Like, you know what you can do with that steak? I don't even think that steak is. People eat that steak in like small portions. Like, there's a restaurant, they only give them small portions of it. Hey, Planet, that's like a very delicacy. It's not like something you can just go and overcook it. Like, I'm gonna just say he overcooked it. He didn't know what he was doing. He just bought the steak. He bought that steak, y'all. Because I'm going to tell y'all something. I know for sure that most restaurants do not want to risk losing money in inventory. That was definitely something that he went in the store and picked out for himself. He bought you one just for fun and kicks and giggles. But he went to the store and bought that for himself. Nobody didn't buy that. You didn't do the Instacart. You didn't do pickup. You went personally. He went personally to pick that steak up. Thank you. And that was most sickening me. But I'm going to get to that in a minute. Let me tell you this. Again, HEB will not risk losing product or money to substitute a steak like that. They will not. And the reason why I know that is because they will have called you and say, hey, do you want this replacement? Or they will just deny the whole thing because they don't have anything in that price range, because you will have a certain price range that they will say, oh, maybe we can go up to maybe $5. If she wants the steak, maybe nothing over $12, because I'm in Instacart, so I should know. Like, for example, if somebody asks for crabs and snow crabs and you don't have snow crabs there, then the next one can be king crab. So you can say, hey, they do not have king crab. And then there will be like what I like to call a little recommendation. If this person don't have recommendations, they're not going to pick the highest price. They will not be on that list. And that's something that's like, girl, that steak, you said $20 for two. That steak is $39 a pound. It didn't make any sense why you have to lie. We know a ninja purchased those steaks. We know, because anybody who got that steak and their steak was that big, y'all know I'm not wealthy, but I'm also not poor. I see my mom break down nothing and made a meal for everybody. That is a breakdown meal. But y'all too selfish to even understand that. Y'all didn't even finish the steak. That is sickening. Y'all just sat there, gluttony on it. And girl, you probably need to go find your restaurant that serves that correctly. Okay. It will change your whole life. I don't know if anybody ate that or have eaten that type of steak, but it will change your whole life. Okay. You will not be drizzling down with A1 sauce. None of that. Because that steak melts in your mouth like butter. I don't know if y'all ever had that experience with this steak, but that steak melts in your mouth like butter. It's supposed to be medium rare. But there you go again. Poor people. I'm going to say it's not for everybody, but poor people will start doing this. Yes, you're right. It's a very expensive steak. But personally, when I saw the carver, was it the marble? Yes, I did. That's like me going to Sam's Club. That's like me going to Sam's Club asking for a steak that might be like $10 a pound. No, that's like me asking for ground beef and they turn around and give me a Tony Hawk. Sam's Club, I asked for, ground beef, and they said, oh no, this is still good enough. No, they were not. Yes, in a certain way. But I don't think that's the same as the Japanese steak. No, because that steak, the Japanese steak, is very fat. It looks very fatty. It's not the best. Girl, bye. Hey, Sarah. Hey, S. Wise man. Hey, Rochelle. Hey, Planet. Hey, everybody that's joining in. I don't want to be rude. So, but yeah, that when he purchased that, Jazz, you know he purchased that. You did not purchase, or y'all didn't even get that done from a pickup. Talking about they played us. No, he purchased that. You just wanted to come back because you still wanted people to see that you got the product, but you want to blame somebody else that you purchased something this high and your kids. And now I hope that you're not making that gap with that picture from milk for those children, because that's something you would do. And I hope you're not that trifling that you and your man spent $59 on some steak. And now I'm going to say $105 for your steak dinner. And y'all didn't even have decent withits. That's the craziest part about it. You don't, that steak don't belong with asparagus. Well, maybe it could. And shrimp. You don't have no sauce. You don't have like a starch, a couscous. Like, girl, if you want to get a $59 steak, you need to have couscous. No rice, no Mr. Beans, none of that. You need to know how to make couscous. That is a steak for couscous. Am I saying it right? Hold on, let's read your comments. $2 meals. You're right. They use. No, this was before Caitlin's birthday. Yes. Don't be eating steak with green beans. The most nastiest green beans on this planet with some cheese on it. Because you can't really, that's how you can tell when people don't know how food tastes, because they pile cheese on it. And yeah, the only thing I pile cheese on is my broccoli. Okay, because I'm childish like that. No, she did not. I saw her make a gallon of milk, y'all. And you know what? I won't even say she's lazy, because I was like, you should have done this when Legendary was like 1, 2, 3, 4 months. That's more reasonable. But that looked like kids are sharing the milk. And be honest with you, I went to Sam's Club, and this is right before my mom scares me a lot, y'all. So mom, go to the store. Hey, mom. But go to the store and rack up on canned foods and dry milk. And I'm like, dry milk? So I'm sitting there thinking, what's the price of dry milk? Man, that bag of dry milk at Sam's Club was $20. And I was like, I don't think we drink milk that much. No, she used asparagus, but she killed that. That's but my mom scared me playing it. She did. She's like, go get you some green, go get you some canned foods, get you some rice. Well, I keep rice in my house all the time. Um, get you about 2 things of beans. When I had my son, like when I was pregnant, I stacked up on beans. I don't know if y'all ever, I stacked up on the beans I wanted, but I don't eat them. So I was like, maybe it's for a rainy day. So when I had my WIC, that's what I did. Yeah, that's it. But girl, I was so mad. But the worst part about it is, y'all, when I seen Then, oh, did y'all peep this? Did y'all peep this? They were sitting across each other. I wanted to talk about this too. They sit across each other, and she said, "Babe, I think we should pray." And he said, "Come on, man," or something like that. And then she cuts to the scene like they was eating. Now, normally, when she says something like that, y'all, she's going to show that they prayed, right? Because we seen her, try to hold Chris' hands. She try to, because definitely she likes to do that. That's her MO, is like, let me show these people about it. But I think he did not pray with her. I'm going to tell you guys, a man that don't pray with you, y'all not going to stay together. You know what they say? A family that prays, family that stays together. But I don't think he prayed. And he definitely didn't pray with you. And he probably said, man, pray by yourself. He can't deal with her stench. That's the reason why they're apart. That time when they was at that restaurant, it seemed like he had to hold his nose. And y'all know how y'all hold y'all nose. Y'all just can't do like what kids would do, like pinch your nose. No, you know when you telling. I know that we all probably deal with some type of homelessness, or if you ride a city bus, and sometimes people are their fragrance is unfriendly. So we just can't be childish and pinch our nose. We have to hold that thing in, and he looked like he was holding it in. Um, I think they did pray. It was just for the cameras, for kicks and giggles. But they don't do it often, because she has said it twice in her video. And then she said it before she said it at the end of the video. And I'm like, girl, that should be something you should do. Like, the whole time y'all was trying to get into that house, you was talking about how you wanted to have more faith and you was praying. Girl, you should have been already doing that. But you probably prayed because, like you said, that $50 steak was going to hit y'all hard. And that's how you can tell. Like, he watched this woman. And when I say watch, he watched the lack of food that she has in our house day in and day out. He watch it, y'all. He sees it. See, be honest with you, $450 is a lot of money for some people that is like maybe 2 or 3 kids and they don't get assistance. That's a lot of money. So we don't look at food. And when I say we, because we in that category, with a family of four, $400 is, I know that 200 of it is going for school lunch automatically. I know that I can, if I don't need starches and veggies, I better stock up on meat. I know for sure that's how my money goes. But baby, I don't know who taught you how to shop. I just don't. And be honest with you, back in the day, and I always say this, like I was telling one of my friends, I said, girl, you remember we stayed in the projects and we got we got our $175 issues. And girl, we thought we was balling, but now I could just go by the produce area, and that $175 is something I better eat within a week, okay? Or it's going down the drain. On one meal, girl. And we could talk all day about the prices going up, but I remember one time crab legs was like on sale for like $7.99, and I got like two $40 bags, and it was already frozen at the seafood counter, so they was already like frozen, wasn't thawed out. He just got them out the freezer, put them in the bag, and then I took them home. And now that was like probably about $80. And I remember somebody said, "Oh my gosh, you spent that much money on crab legs." But guess what? These crab legs last me and my daughter, at the time it was me and her, um, maybe about 10 meals. Because we didn't need to eat all those clusters at one time. You get what I'm saying? But that's one meal. Yes, that's what I tell my mama. I said Taco Tuesday, Taco Bill, here we come. And that's something that, personally, I never understood. Like, you have a family of five, and we all seen how she shop. Like, she'll buy a box, two boxes of macaroni, and I'm like, girl, just it's cheaper just to go ahead and buy your own elbows, your cheese, and you can, if you know your kids like to eat, make your own macaroni and cheese. But that's like a lazy deal. Like tonight when I pick up my son, and y'all, I gotta tell y'all about my son, okay? He's a mess, okay? He's a mess. But when I pick him up, I'm cooking tonight. And so I typically know that potatoes is a hit and miss in my house. So if we have mashed potatoes, or I like to call a lazy don't want to wait baked potato. I just dice up the potatoes, put in some boiling water, let it get mushed up with the skin on it, and then put like the sour cream, the cheese, the chives, whatever I want on it, and then voila. Hey, Michaela. It's hard for your gut, girl. I swear, I gained like 30 pounds when I realized it is cheaper to eat out. See, you get what I'm saying? Like, wow. I could eat with that price with the budget I have for my own house. I can eat with that for like 2 months, maybe a little. And I might have extra for nice stuff. But you better not have like, when you have like food like that, you better not go to nobody's, be getting no baskets for Thanksgiving, Jazz. You better not get no Goodwill, no Thanksgiving basket, a turkey. You don't need that. If you getting that, you pulling that. I don't, I always did that. But you better not. Your kids better not say, "Mom, can you sign this?" Kids, do not give your mama that angel tree letter from school, y'all. Just don't do it. She don't need it. A $59 steak, and your kids eating a Michaela. What's that? Michaelina TV dinner. Girl, get out of here. And I swear, and I don't know about y'all, but when I do Instacart, people do shop like Jazz, right? They was like, "Well, I needed a bigger one," because you get texts saying, "Oh, is this the big bag?" Because I'm not for sure, because they'll pick the 2 point something bag, and that'll be the bag on the impulse counter, by the counter, by the calendar, by the counter, like when you check out. And they was like, "No, I need a bigger bag." And I'm like, "Okay, I can just swipe it out, or I tell Instacart, hey, and change it." But baby, she don't be paying attention when she like order, because she does this quite often. And I'm like, "Girl, you waste a lot of money by doing that, right?" Girl, she don't need to. Yeah, because they will. Like, or I get like one time I had got this crazy person. When I tell you crazy, crazy. So he was doing a pickup, and y'all, I reported him too, by the way. So he did a pickup, and I'm at Publix, and I'm like, ooh, I got like two. He's like two batches, one, a pickup, and one's a delivery. So I'm like, ooh. So this guy was like, hi, are you here yet? And I was like, yeah. Well, I haven't seen you do any transactions. And I was like, dude, can you leave me alone? Like, I'm picking up for other people. He's like, okay. So he's like, well, can you add this? So that was the kicker. It's like, I'm here. Can you add this? I was like, cool. Not only that, he got out the car with his family. And when I say family, I mean family. The baby, the toddler, the kid, the wife. They're shopping. So what they're doing is, hey, can you add this in the order? He's walking with me in the store. And I say, you know what? Why you just didn't do this earlier? But at the end of the day, people don't know. They just see the picture and they think, hey, this is what I want. But this guy, he actually walked in the store with me, corrected his order. I'm like, dude, you could have just canceled your order at this time. You don't need to follow me. but, but yeah, Jazz, um, getting that many stamps. Yes, we all eating good. You're right. You're right. Girl. And Thanksgiving is coming around the corner. And I don't know if y'all hosting anything. I'm hosting Christmas, but baby, if I got that, we eating lamb. What's that? Rack of lamb. Yes, including the mama. And they just standing there like, dude, why are you here? So now I try not to do pickup orders because they're so personal. And even though Instacart can be very personal, they're personal. That's just too personal. Like I'm afraid that you might be watching me now. I'm like, that's my little privacy. But yes, live not live. But Jazz, your man don't care about you. Mm-mm. Not at all. I'ma say it right here and there. Jazz, Chris do not care about you. No real man is going to sit on the other side of you and watch you eat a $50 steak and him eating a $59 steak because I know he got the $59 steak, okay? Because he bust open the one that didn't show. And you talking about I like my steak crisp all the way around. Y'all just messed up a good steak, y'all. And if y'all never had it, it melts in your mouth. And I only had the luxury of it because one lady shared her piece with me, and that thing was delicious. Girl, I love Instacart during pandemic. Yes, I got on Instacart at the end, but yes, I loved it. Like, and be honest with you, during the pandemic, I don't know if y'all realized during the pandemic, right after the pandemic, they did not accept EBT. Let that sink in. Okay. Let that sink in. Okay. They did not accept it. Like, some areas did not accept EBT. Because I remember our area was like some places like Publix, they didn't accept EBT. And yeah, it was another place they didn't accept EBT. Girl, but you know what? It's this is one lady, she does three of them. Like, I don't know how she did it with, like how she sips different batches. Like, what's that other one? It's Shipped, and she does Instacart, and Ship does our Publix, and she definitely do ship, and I think she has to do one shipping. She can't do both. Yeah, Whole Food. I don't even think my Whole Food here. I don't think they take EBT. I think they take it in the store, but I don't think they take it in on Instacart. See, I wouldn't mind doing that. Amazon Flex. But yeah, it's not even worth it now, Planet. You spending a lot of money because Instacart, I feel like now Instacart is going and y'all, just for anybody that's replay or now, we're just chit chatting. I'm finished with fussing. Um, but Instacart now, they have two batches. It's two batches from like different stores. And last time I checked, like you have to do both stores and then take it to the customer. So basically, somebody's getting gypped. And I feel like they gyp you all the time. See, that's what I need, Judy. I need Spark. I really do. And I don't like traveling. Like, we have a Publix, and Publix will, people from like 19 counties away wants this Publix. And one thing I can't stand is when they ask for hot food at like 8 o'clock at night. Like, I automatically give them a refund. Like, why 8 o'clock? You know this thing closed at 6:30. They shut down everything at 6:30. And you trying to get some buffalo wings, some hot wings. You know what? And you know what? You're very much so true. You can, but I'm not dedicated. Like, sometimes I'm just not dedicated. Like, I used to bring home about $500 a week plus my full-time job, but I'm not dedicated. Like, I'm very choosy. Like, I'm like one of those people like, oh, I really look at the order now. I'm like, you want me to, you only gave me $3.45 tip and you got 32 items. I am like that now. But now people, they will now, like the $7 ones, like I don't know if you have an increase for y'all, but we have $7 for an order to Instacart pays us. And so that's a $7 order, and people will take that $7 here. Like, that's how you know that money is scarce. But I haven't been. I'm still choosy. Like, I used to be like, if it's not over $30, I'm not leaving out my house. Yes, and you just need, and people don't understand why you work like this. They be thinking you're broke or something. Like, no, you know, our price of my nails went up. Okay. My eyebrows is no longer $5. It used to be $7. That lady went up on me $10. I hope you hear this, my nail tech. $10. You be like, what? No, we still. I've been with her since I had my son in 2014. Yeah, yeah. But I'm gonna tell y'all a funny thing about my son. So yesterday, my son has been getting in trouble at school. And and it all started because a little boy coughed, and I guess they have the little cubicles, like a little sitting arrangement. So he coughed, and my son's like, I seen snot and stuff all on his hands. So I told him, dude, go wash your hands. That's nasty. So the teacher's like, he can't wash. No, he said he don't need hand sanitizer. He need to wash his hands. So I'm like, did you say that? So his teacher like said, yeah, yeah, you need to wash your hands. He told me that he needed to wash his hands. So the little boy didn't wash his hands. He used hand sanitizer. So he just took it upon himself to walk out the classroom and cool off. But before he walked out the classroom, he slammed the door. Like, I mean business. I was like, boy, you ain't nobody's you ain't nobody's boss. But I understood why, he got upset. So I had called his teacher to check on him to see, is he having a bad day and stuff like that. So his teacher was like, oh, he told me his stomach hurt. So I'm like, okay. So yesterday he said, did you get my nice note? And I was like, yeah, your teacher said you was doing good. Your stomach hurt. Why he sent her a message back? Like, I was like, wow, why are you talking for me? And then he was like, yeah, he told me that the apple that he ate tastes like gasoline. I was like, why? Leave me alone, okay? Well, you know what, Judy? That's what everybody's saying about Instacart here. But I haven't tried Sparks. But believe it or not, it might be full because I do see a lot of people, and Walmart is not Instacart here. So see, yes, Chris, you can do Spark, and you'll understand why $59 for a steak is unnecessary. But you can't buy, a $59 steak. I'm still upset about that. A $59 steak, and he didn't buy no car seat. Yeah, we're gonna bring that back up. 59 cars, $50. And y'all, I'm gonna say this. Jazz, this is what you need to do. You need to ask Chris to make sure your cake is how can I say it? Make sure your cake is freshly, because Caitlin's cake was on point. See, and you don't have to shop, right, Judy? You don't have to shop. You just gotta park your car and they load it up, right? Is that the same one? $16 for a pillow. And I see why those people be getting Starbucks. They be I be seeing these people. I was like, I do my Walmart pickup. They be having Starbucks, and I'm picking up for Joanne. I was like, okay, girl can't even get a Starbucks on my real life payday for fun and kicks and giggles. Okay, because I know that I was like, I wouldn't mind doing a pickup. Nah, shit. But I wish I had this personal hustle back in the day. Like, I wish I figured this junk out when I was in college, trying to date the guy that was in the history class because I thought he was smart, but he was dumb as heck. Hey, Toy. That cake was so moist. And it was probably funny. The family probably did not share. Like, they was like, oh no. They bought that little teeny cake. That little teeny cake. I was like, get it. Because they had more kids at her party. But y'all, do y'all think that was a dry begging last night? Was that dry begging for Christmas? Or why does she have to keep telling people everybody's birthday's coming up next? Like, I'm just trying to understand that. I really am. I'm trying to figure that out with all my heart and soul. Like, what's the point of telling the people your birthday's coming up and my daughter? What's the point? But I'm see, she started off wrong. Dry begging, it don't look that bad. Definitely when she's single. It didn't look bad. Because trust me, I dry beg with my parents real in a heartbeat. But that's my parents. Like, oh, what am I going to do? My tire pressure's low and I don't have no money. I'll say that to my father in a heartbeat. And he'll come down, he'll check it, he'll ask me questions, tell me go get the truck or the car fixed and tell him the estimate. Now, do he pay for it all the time? No. But is there something serious? Yeah. I'll call my mom. Oh, I have $3.24 in my bank account and I want some sushi. And my mom be like, just use that credit card I gave you. I don't know if anybody's parents or y'all are that big. Your parents give y'all a card or allow you to use a credit card on an account. What? See, it's nothing wrong with your parents spoiling you. You just should not be looking for getting spoiled by strangers. You should be looking for getting spoiled by strangers. Because she don't know any better. She don't know how to humble herself. She watched her mom. She watched her mom acting like she was the queen of the grocery store on the 6th. Before, pickups and stuff. Her mom used to drag the kids and put on her good wig, her glasses, and it's like, yes, I can purchase anything I want. That's where that begging came from. And I'm being honest with you. I don't know anybody out here, but when I used to get them, my child did not know my food stamp day. So my child was like probably about 5 or 6 when I heard other kids saying, my mama got her food stamps and we're gonna get some cookies, we're gonna get some juice. And I was like, oh, my kid is normal to that. Because when I used to get my food stamps, I used to save money, or I knew that we're going to always need something. So if she wanted a juice, we always had it. It wasn't like we had to wait to the 6th to have juice in the house. Who does that? To me, it didn't make any sense. And be honest with you, she wanted that. She wanted that narrative. Like somebody said, she wanted it. She wanted that attention so people could come up and be her savior. Like, oh my gosh, I saw how they treated Caitlyn. Here's a $900. She was betting on that. But one thing I picked out, she did a live today. And did y'all see that she said that her daughter was cleared from the sea? Why is she home? Jazz, did you take that baby to that party while everybody else was sick? I'm trying to figure that out. Because technically, when you took your child to get the C, it's 5 days. I think, I don't know if it's 5 days, but to me, when my kids was sick, it was 5 business days, not weekends. But again, you took that baby to that party with all those people. You down low. That is down low. I don't care what you say. That was down low because that told me that that baby can't be back at school until she one or two things. Her test comes back negative. Cause now it's like we have a color, something color that they can test them at the school. Yeah, I think she's still sick. Something ain't right with her. Hold on, I didn't know that, Rose, but yesterday, but still that baby was sick, and she knew it. Oh, that's those parents I want to punch in the face. I don't know if y'all ever had a daycare, and that one kid, their parents sent them to school with that virus that your child touched. He got. Yeah, I want to punch that parent in the face because she always knew her baby was sick. And then my mom used to work at my son's daycare, and she's like, she said, you probably need to go home, get him a bath. That's where I learned how to bathe your kids before they get on your couch and stuff, because I learned the hard way. So before your kids got on the couch and you got on the couch, you went to the bedroom and they probably took a bath after all that dirt and stuff. Hey, Diana. Um, yeah, that's all it took. It took me one time for me to be like, y'all go take a bath. Then you can sit on my couch. You can take a bath and spray your book back. I never wanted to get sick like that. And it was like at that time we had a virus. It was like a stomach virus. And I don't like that. So ever since then, and that's before COVID, they don't come in the house like that. But I actually saw her talk about change, get comfortable. You need to get that baby a bath. Get her a bath. She don't need change clothes on top of germy clothes. Like, does that make any sense? I'm just convinced that Jazz like sick kids. No, you know what? I don't even think it's COVID. Oh, should we say that word? The C. I think it's her imagination. Like, I'm dead serious. Like, I think it's her imagination. Like, I doubt very seriously she went to the school and told them that her daughter had C. Because, be honest with you, I don't know how serious C is anywhere else, but I still think everybody in the house should be quarantined if one person come up sick. And believe it or not, if she says C and she got 4 babies, they can be all at risk of, staying at home, and she don't want that. So I don't think it was C. She told the people it was C for sympathy, but yeah. Yes. I don't know about nobody else, but it's being sick is, I don't know. That's not fun. You think she's like Dee Dee Gypsy, what's her name? Dee Dee Rose. Did y'all ever see them show The Act? I still love that show. I'll probably want to watch it this weekend. I think I'm gonna probably watch it this weekend because I really like that show. And of course, I'm the creepiest. My favorite part is the hotel part. It's like he's eating brownies, but later he'll be eating me. Like all your life, you've been told that you don't know anything. And maybe it's just human nature that made her be like, I want to pound on something. I'm like, where did she get this energy from? Like, but yeah, she supposed to be got married. Like she gets out next year, y'all. Like, can y'all believe it? She gets out next year. And poor Nick. Like I really think he was slow. Like I think they already showed that he was slow. But he didn't need all those years. And she needed those years. She played him. I don't know who played who, but she I don't know, she played him but got the ugh stick. Like, yeah. You had a better chance by just going out in the front yard and exposing your mother than running off with somebody that wasn't capable of foreseeing anything other than rocks. Yo, that story had me giggling like I'm not speaking on the disabled, but I'm like, I don't know who didn't think this plan through. Like, she did not think this plan through. Like, she should have known something wasn't right with him. Like, automatically should have known. Like, when he met her and her mama at the movie theater and he was just still lingering around, something ain't right. Like, your mom, I always say, your mom knows. She knows. And she should definitely had like, my mom think you creepy. She should have ran with that one. But no, she wanted to feel something. Okay. And that's embarrassing too. I don't know if y'all haven't seen the film or not, but yeah. He gave her 3 pumps and a shake. Okay. And she was like, is that it? Yep, that's what your little crazy self get. Just crazy, y'all. I'm like, so I don't know who's the monster. I think Dee Dee created a monster with Gypsy. I personally think that she created a monster because she knew how to manipulate. She been she know how to do it very well. Like she knew how to do it. She knew how to keep her voice. It was just like, what? No, that was no love. That was trying to run away from her mama. And like, I don't know, like she had like that guy that she went and her mom found her at the guy's house or something like that. Like he came out when he did an interview and he was like, yeah, she ran away and she ran away from home and she just she was normal. Like she talked, she wanted to do new, do things that at the time she was 18. So No, that was no love, okay? But he wasn't like a Prince Charming. She knew who to look for. At the end of the day, she knew to look for people that wasn't there. She knew that she couldn't talk to like a straight person. She knew that, he got a little SSI check. And she definitely knew that Nick got SSI check because the stuff that he was saying do. I'm like, y'all serious? But I'm about to bounce because I gotta pick up this little boy of mine. So y'all have a wonderful evening. Evening. Yes, y'all have a lovely night. And I'll see y'all tomorrow, hopefully. Hands crossed. But hopefully I'm not gonna be talking about my jazzy life. I want to talk about something else. I found something funny, y'all. I love funny stuff. I might talk about that. So, y'all have a good evening, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.